Hi, I'm Joseph from J.G.Winbush, and today I've got a very special Omega Seamaster that I'd like to share with you. Now, the untrained eye would be completely forgiven for dismissing this as some old beaten up watch that hasn't really been shown any love, is in serious need of refurbishment. However, hopefully some of you have clocked that that is not the case with this watch, because this is something very special, and its true original condition is part of what makes it so special. This is a British military issued Omega Seamaster 300. This one specifically given to someone in the Navy. First sign we've got is the circled T on the dial under the Omega automatic text. This is for tritium. Tritium was used on military watches because it's self-powered, so it doesn't need charging. It always has a slight glow, so all throughout the night your watch will remain legible. The next clue that we've got, I'll show you as I take off the strap, which is also original, which is very rare to come by on these old watches. So when we take this off, you'll see that we have, instead of spring bars, we have fixed bars here. So that's because the last thing you want whilst you're out on a mission is to knock your watch on something, a spring bar come out of place, your watch falls to the ground and gets broken, or you lose it. So on the military watches we have fixed bars, and as we turn it over, this is where things get really interesting. Got these engravings here. At the top there we've got a broad arrow, which is a sign used by the UK military since at least 1553. It's a way of identifying if everyday objects are civilian issued or military issued. 0552 is the code for the Royal Navy. 9237697 is the stock code for a dive watch. A signifies it has a screw down crown, which it does indeed. Next up we've got the officer's number, and then we've got 70, which is the year of allocation. This was not the year the watch was produced, this was just the year that it was allocated from the stockroom to the officer. When we look inside the case back, we've got exactly what we want to see. Got the Omega engravings and 165024 reference number. The movement is in really good condition for the age. On the time graph it's actually running perfectly, and using the serial number we can date it to 1968, so that ties in perfectly with a allocated year of 1970. So of course it needed to be produced and stored before it could be allocated. Let's have a look at some of the other features. So other things that we want to look at is the fonts used on the bezel insert, as different fonts can be tied to different production years. So this one we've got the thin font, no serif on the 1, got the flat top on the 3 and the 5, and there's no tritium used on the minute markers. So this bezel insert design is tied to 1969 to 1971. Again, fits in with the date of the movement and the engraving on the case back, so that's really good. If we look at the font on the dial, the 6 and the 9 most importantly, they are open, there's no closed loop. Also on repainted or replica dials, people often paint the minute markers the whole way round, so you'll see them underneath and at the sides of the tritium luminous markers. This dial does not have that, so that's really good to see. The circled T, nice and thin. Repainted ones or refurbished ones are often a lot thicker. So yeah, it's good to see that this is all original. The hands, we've got the sword hands and we've got the diamond second hand with the long pointer on the end. This is all correct as well. I'm not sure that I'll be able to capture it, but with a loop you can see that there is the Omega engraving in the centre of the crystal as well, so the crystal's original. Everything here is how we'd like to see it. Looking at the casing, we've still got the original brush finish coming through on the sides there, which is really important, as a lot of the ones that have gone to auction recently have been heavily over polished. We've got nice definition for the lugs. Obviously there is clear signs of wear here. This is a military watch that has been used as a tool watch, so we're not expecting it to be in absolute mint condition. But yeah, the nice defining features of the case still exist, so that's good. I'm not sure if you'll hear this noise, but the bezel is still clicking, which is also fantastic. Underneath the bezel you have ruby spheres, which often get jammed or come out of place, and very difficult to replace at all, but also having these original parts in place and functioning correctly is very important. There are different types of crown as well, so you need to check that this is the actual original design of the screw down crown. This one is correct. In the earlier models and the non-military ones, there was a non-screw down crown in place. The condition of the insert is good on the whole. There's a couple of small cracks just there and somewhere here on the other side as well. But in terms of legibility and the original colours all being there, it's, yeah, very nice to see indeed. There have been a few of these on the market recently, but none of them have been as good and original as this one. They've all had, you know, re-looming or been over polished. I don't think any of them have had the original strap, so this is a very special watch indeed. If you're interested, drop me a message. It's very important to me that this goes to the right home where it's going to be looked after for the important piece of history that it is. So please, if you've enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, drop a comment, keep in touch, and I shall see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.